Can you guys step up to the mic?
Scoot over, Mike. There you go.
Any particular place y'all want us? I'm gonna start it off. So, is this good?
Just close to the mic.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, Chief Guzman, I'm live.
Okay.
And just please speak up.
Yes. Good evening. My name's Alvaro Guzman. I'm Assistant Chief with the Houston Police Department. Today we responded to assist the officer at 9700 Bertwood at approximately 2:15. When we responded here, we were assisting Harris County deputies. They had responded, some of their deputies, District 2 deputies, responded to a suspicious person with two vehicles that had been in an altercation at 1334 at 4083 Orange Grove. When they were arriving at the location, they saw one of the vehicles described to be involved in the altercation. They tried to initiate a pursuit with that vehicle, which was a gray Malibu. The Malibu evaded officers. Officers, or the Harris County deputies, began a pursuit until the vehicle wrecked at the 3500 block of Poly. Once the vehicle wrecked, 5 suspects got out of the vehicle. 2 suspects were detained after a short foot pursuit. 1 suspect evaded. Another suspect also evaded, but he was also caught a short time later by K-9, where he sustained an injury, a dog bite. And then the other suspect was located here at the 9700 block of Bertwood. When deputies engaged with him, there was an exchange of gunfire where the suspect was struck, and he was transported to a local hospital where he was declared deceased. Now, I apologize, I did not introduce the people that I have here with me. I have Chief Diaz with me with the Harris County Sheriff's Department, and I have also Commander Hassig with the Houston Police Department's Homicide Division, who will be conducting the investigation regarding the criminal aspect of it. So. Any questions?
So it started with 2 cars, 2 people getting into something?
There was a call regarding a suspicious person between 2 vehicles, an altercation. One vehicle was described as they had weapons, so that's what the original call that the deputies were responding to. So when they responded to that location, that's where they saw one of the vehicles described in the call slip. When they tried to initiate a traffic stop, that's when the vehicle began to evade from them.
How many total arrests?
There's 3 total arrests. 1 suspect is deceased, the one involved in officer-involved shooting, and 1 suspect was able to get away. We conducted a thorough search with a Fox, the air support. However, we weren't able to locate him. One other thing, there was the suspect that was captured by the K-9. It was located, he was captured close to an elementary school, Shadydale Elementary School. The school was put on temporary lockdown. We communicated that with the Houston Independent School District Police Department. There was no threat to the children there, the students there. The lockdown has since been lifted. And as at this point right now, there is no threat to the community.
But we still have 1 suspect.
1 suspect was able to evade and get away. We did a very thorough search with our air support and ground units. We weren't able to locate him, but at this time we don't feel that there's any threat to the public.
Do we think he's armed?
That we don't know. We weren't able to see if he had a weapon when they evaded.
And how many weapons have we recovered total?
Can you answer that? I know we have at least 1, which is the one with the officer-involved shooting.
Do we know what kind of weapon?
That, no, not yet. We're still processing the scene.
Do you know what the altercation at the beginning was? Was it road rage?
That we don't know. We just have preliminary that it was just described as 2 vehicles. Persons in one of the vehicles was described as having a weapon, so that's what the deputies were responding to. But we weren't able to locate the other vehicle, which was described as a black Tahoe. It just came into contact with this gray Malibu.
Is this scene at all connected to the road rage incident on FM 1960?
That's a little way. I don't know what incident you're talking about, but I can't say that it is or isn't.
Gonzalez tweeted it out. Apparently 1 man was shot inside of his car and he hit other parked vehicles.
At this time, we don't believe so, but if it is, we'll let y'all know that.
Are these suspects known to you guys? Do we kind of know who these guys are? Run-ins before?
I'll defer that to the Harris County Chief Diaz. As far as HPD, we'll have to keep looking at that, but right now, I don't believe so. I'll let him answer. But I believe this was just the initial contact that we're going to have. We would have realized more information if we would have stopped the vehicles involved in that altercation. We would have been able to identify them. However, we will be able to identify some of the people we have in custody, but at that time, right now, we don't have that information, unless you have something else.
And do we think, so we haven't found this black Tahoe, do we think this suspect is with the black Tahoe?
No, these are two separate parties.
Oh, okay.
So two separate parties, initial call involving a black Tahoe and a gray Malibu.
Right. Suspects were all gray Malibu.
Yes.
Where did this first start?
This started over at 4083 Orange Grove.
And it culminated here.
Yes, the vehicle was pursued. It ended up at 3500 Poly. Obviously, the suspect that that was evading was involved in an officer-involved shooting. Was here at 9700 Bertwood.
Yes.
Who made that initial call? Someone in one of the vehicles or someone outside the vehicle?
We'll have to look at that on the call slip for Harris County. We don't have that on the HPD side. We'll be looking at that. I don't know if y'all have that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. So,
But just to confirm, the exchange of gunfire between deputies and the suspect, how many deputies shot?
I can jump in. Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tommy Diaz, Assistant Chief with the Harris County Sheriff's Office. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Houston Police Department, the Houston Fire Department, and HISD Police Department. They all assisted in this particular episode. HISD Police Department was key in protecting the school, which is just around the corner. As my partner alluded to earlier, there was a pursuit that subsequently ended here. That particular call for service started as a suspicious person. The call notes kind of described a disturbance between two vehicles. One of those vehicles matched the description that we initiated a traffic stop on. The other vehicle was a black Tahoe. We never saw the black Tahoe. A weapon was described as being involved in the earlier disturbance, so deputies got there as quickly as possible. That Orange Grove address is near south of Aldine Mail Route and 59, so a few miles pursuit from Aldine Mail Route south on 59, and then east on Tidwell, and that's how we ended up here. So in addition to HPD's Special Investigation Unit, who will handle the criminal investigation, the Harris County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs Division is on scene. They also will conduct an independent investigation, checking for any particular policy violations. Did we do everything correctly? We'll review body-worn camera, which, as y'all know, we will release pretty quickly here. In addition to that, the deputies, after the officer-involved shooting, the suspect was struck, and deputies immediately gave first aid. And once again, thank you to the Houston Fire Department. They made the scene, transported the suspect. The Harris County District Attorney's Office is also here, who makes all officer-involved shootings, and they're conducting their review. The Medical Examiner's Office, the Harris County Institute of Forensic Science will make the scene in his office. Do you have any questions for the Sheriff's Office? Yes, sir.
Regarding the exchange of gunfire between
Yes, sir.
deputies and the suspect, who fired first and how many deputies were involved?
So 2 deputies were involved. One deputy has 10 years on as a Harris County Sheriff's Deputy. The other has 11 years on with the Harris County Sheriff's Office. It's to be determined yet as, the sequence of events with regards to what shots were fired initially and subsequently. So
At this time, you don't know who fired first, suspect or deputy?
correct. I don't have that.
So the suspect did fire his weapon, though?
There's indications, there's evidence of that. Correct.
Okay, and he is correct. Is all of these suspects men?
Correct. Yes.
Do we know race, age?
The suspects that I can speak on are Hispanic males, late teens, early 20s.
And they don't live in this neighborhood. They just ended up here.
We don't know that yet. Once we've taken the suspects in custody, we have to slow things down, and at that point, before we identify them and interview them, Houston Police Department's primary, so we certainly didn't want to violate any civil rights and things like that. So
I know this is all preliminary,
Yes, ma'am.
but do we believe the deputies fired because the suspect brandished the weapon, pointed it?
I think with that, that's kind of like speculating on what the deputies were thinking or feeling at the time. So I'd prefer that we let Houston Police Department interview them and have that opportunity before we kind of comment
To
on
be
it.
clear, that initial disturbance was the Malibu shooting at the Tahoe. Is that confirmed?
No, that isn't confirmed at this point.
Okay, so just a disturbance,
Correct. But in a disturbance was described. A weapon was said to be on scene, but nothing. There wasn't a whole lot of information as to who was the aggressor, who was not, or anything like that. So That's going to be part of the investigation. We have to follow up and say what was witnessed on that scene.
Is the suspect's vehicle, that gray Malibu, is it still here on scene?
Yes, it's on at the up the road on Poly is where the pursuit ended.
Can you spell that street name?
Poly, P-O-L-L-Y.
Anything else nefarious found in that vehicle?
We haven't searched it yet. We waited for the Houston Police Department, their primary, so they'll process that steam with their crime scene investigators.
And as of now, our deceased suspect is the one with the weapon. We don't know if anyone
Correct.
else had a gun.
Correct. I don't know.
Okay.
We would like to say a few words in Spanish if we can. You want to go? Okay.
Any more questions as far as the English portion?
Real quick, sorry. And that gun was recovered.
Yes.
Yes.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Soy el asistente jefe de la Houston Police Department, Álvaro Guzmán. Estamos aquí en el 9700 Bertwood, donde llegaron unos oficiales que estaban involucrados en una descuidada con un sospechoso. Nosotros agarramos la llamada primero, los deputies del condado agarraron una llamada que había un pleito entre dos carros, era un Black Tahoe y una gris Malibu. Cuando llegaron los deputies del condado, el gris carro comenzó, lo trataron de parar, pero no lo podían parar y siguieron contra el carro. El carro chocó aquí en la 3500 Poly. Cuando chocó el carro salieron 5 sospechosos. 2 sospechosos, los deputies los pescaron de volada. Uno corrió y uno de los canines lo pudieron agarrar. Otro sospechoso andió corriendo y lo estábamos buscando, pero ese sospechoso no lo pudimos encontrar. Otro sospechoso lo encontramos aquí en la 9700 Bertwood. Está allí cuando llegó el deputy del condado. Comenzaron unos balazos donde el sospechoso le pegó al deputy con unos balazos y el sospechoso lo tuvieron que llevar a un hospital, pero no vivió por los balazos. Estaba una escuela cerquitas donde pescaron unos sospechosos. Esa escuela la cerramos para estar para los niños, pero no había nada la pudimos abrir otra vez la escuela sin problemas contra los niños. Todo está bien. Hablamos con la policía de HISD. Todo está bien. Es todo lo que tenemos ahorita. Si tienen preguntas de lo que pasó.
How much longer will the scene be involved?
Give me 1 second. Let me just.
En total son 5 sospechosos.
Eran
5 y el sospechoso que murió aquí.
Eran 5 total. 3 tenemos ahorita que pescamos. Uno estaba aquí con los balazos contra los deputies y uno sí no lo pudimos encontrar. Buscamos toda la área, pero ese no lo pudimos encontrar.
Sigue prófugo entonces hasta ahora.
Sí.
Okay. ¿Hispanos?
Sí. Nomás lo que tenemos ahorita son hispanos, yo creo que entre de 20 a 30 años. No tenemos todavía. Los que tenemos sí les podemos dar eso, pero todavía estamos dando la investigación. Ahorita no tengo la información de esos sospechosos que tenemos.
Sobre armas, ¿puede mencionar?
Era nomás una arma que tenemos aquí cuando los deputies y el sospechoso que tuvieron balazos contra uno y otro. Sí, tenemos la arma del sospechoso aquí también. Ok, gracias.
Sorry, I couldn't hear her. But how much longer will this scene be involved?
We're just going to process it as long as it takes. It could be a couple of hours. It's just as long as it takes us to process it so we can get all the evidence recovered.
Question for you. Whenever deputies, I guess, were trying to pull over this gray Malibu, how long did they chase? Was there a chase after this car? How long did that last?
10 minutes.
Can't give you an exact time, but say about 10 minutes or so.
A 10-minute chase.
Yeah, roughly.
Do you know, like, was that through just on a highway to residential areas?
It appears, I mean, it's over by 59 and Aldi Mill Route where it started and ended up here in the residential area. So, but as far as freeways that didn't get on the freeway, it's just through residential streets here.
Thank you.
All right, this is Grizzy live here with the Hood News. Let me get my equipment real quick. You still need it, friend? Do you need it? Yeah, go ahead, use it, friend.
Yeah,
Use
you
it.
sure?
Yeah. I'll give it back to me next round. I'll see you around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have one. I'll give it back to you before I leave.
Okay,
Are
okay.
you leaving now?
Nah, I'm gonna be here for a little bit. All right, friends. Look, so thank you. Good to see you too, man. Yeah. No worries. Hey, friends. This is your girl Grizzy live here with the Hood News. We're here at the 9700 block of Bertwood. This started off somewhere off of Aldine Mail Route, aka the jail route. So, man, like my young people, I don't even know what to say. What do you guys think? Just some crazy stuff happening out here in the hood. There goes our Hood News peep. We got crime scene investigators out here. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. Okay, I think that's the car back there that they were talking about. They're all back there, man. So much stuff. So this was some sort of pursuit. Yeah. So if you just now missed it, let me give you a little bit of the preliminary. So, total of 5 suspects. Originally, this is what we have. Harris County Sheriff's Office responded to an incident that led them to a traffic stop near, I guess, 59 and like Aldine Mill Route area. So they basically came this way. They ended up over here, came out this way, and fled on foot. It was 5 of them total, and one of them's deceased. They're still investigating all of this. And as you guys know, man, just please be safe. The school was on lockdown nearby, and Shadydale Elementary was on lockdown. Just a mess, friends. This is crazy. They're going to be out here for a while.
They're trying to chase us.
One of them got bit by the canine. And so they got, there was a 4th. So it's 5 people, making it a total of 5. We'll update all of this. All right, friends. It's just crazy stuff.
I'm about to listen back to the sound real quick to make sure I have everything correct in my mind, and then I'll be ready.
Hold on, friends, because it's kind of drizzling, so I'm just making sure my camera stuff is good. Hold on. I fixed the sound finally, so I had the decibels real low on the mics. It's wild, man. But the students are all safe. The community's safe. There's somebody on the loose still out there, but I'm sure he's running far from this scene. He don't want to be over here. This is 9700 block of Bertwood. And all right, there we go. Do better, people, man, because these outcomes aren't cool, man. This is sad. Somebody lost their life unnecessarily. Be careful who you hang out with, too. Hola, ¿qué tal, mi raza? All right, let me cut off this microphone. All right, there we go. Hold on, friends. I'm unhooking my mics. I don't want them to get wet. I don't mind getting wet out here, and I gave one of my friends the umbrella so that his stuff doesn't get messed up. Hold on. Oh,
you need to get a contraption where it
I know. I need everything like a stand. No, do you need it?
No, I don't need it.
You got it?
They
Okay.
cleared me. So
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna be on here.
All
See
right,
you
friend.
later.
Y'all be safe. You be safe. All right, got it. My friend got me. He came and returned it. Hey, friends. All right, so we're good now. Look, we don't got the hookup. We got the. All right, we're good now. If somebody can pin the description for me, the updated one from Harris County Sheriff's Office, I'd really appreciate that. Because there's some details, because they said first 1960-45. I think there might have been a mistake in there. So I deleted that. But that was what the Harris County Sheriff's Office said, because we were looking at that thing. So if somebody can give me an updated version from the Harris County Sheriff's Office, we'll take a look at that. But yeah, total of 5 people. Please don't run from the laws, man. Like, you won't win. And then, man, like, it's survival out here. You know, we don't want the officers to get hurt, you know, or the deputies. We want them to come make it home every night to their families. They do what they need to do. And if anybody thinks they can do better, come out and serve and protect them. They're hiring. Somebody asked about the El Camino. I don't think it's for sale. Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? Todo esto empezó allá en la Ali Mail Road y la 59. 5 sospechosos huyeron en un carro. Había un reporte que habían disparando entre carros. Y cuando llegó los aguaciles, hallaron que se fugó un carro, un vehículo con sospechosos, y pues llegaron hasta acá donde está la Bertwood y todos corrieron. El perro agarró a uno, perro policial, agarró a un sospechoso y los demás se fugaron. Ya han agarrado todos menos uno, y uno fue avaliado. Encontraron un pistola aquí en la escena, están investigando. La policía de Houston está haciendo la investigación como esto pasó aquí en la ciudad de Houston, y pues están todos aquí. Yeah, what's up, friends? Somebody just made a comment, and you know, hood news is going to be however it can serve the community. So if they're giving a briefing in Spanish, we're going to appreciate that. And if we don't get that, that's good too. That's okay too. But we're just going to put out whatever the law enforcement is going to give us. And somebody was complaining, saying, oh, English, you missed the first half. That's not our fault. You always have the option of exiting the video and coming back and watching at another time. You know, like we are a huge city with all kinds of people. And, you know, sometimes I'll even give some translations. Not all the time, because, you know, like, I have a million things going on in my mind. But When we hear these things, I mean, just ride with it. You don't have to even, you can keep scrolling. That's an option. I don't lose no sleep. We're here to stay. We're not going nowhere. All right, friends, this is what the scene is looking like over here. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and dip out, y'all, because I gotta go check on my dogs. I'm worried about my dog because he's not in the kennel. He's gonna tear that Christmas tree up, man. I'm learning to trust him. I get home and my whole Christmas tree is gonna be taken down. Like, he took down the tree for me, probably. He's tempted because he likes the jingle balls. All right. So yeah, friends, we're out. We are out. Let me get over here, and then this will be the closing. All right, friends, reporting live here off of the 9700 block of Bertwood. It's your girl Grizzy. Back to you, friends. I gotta go. Bye. Shout out to our men and women of law enforcement out here in this scene in the rain, friends. It makes you appreciate them so much more. Bye.